Alrighty, welcome back everyone. We have this beautiful, sprawling coastline in our city, but right now it's completely and utterly wasted. For most of it, it's a blank canvas, a forgotten border between our bustling metropolis and an endless ocean. For too long, our citizens have had their backs to the water, and today we're going to change all of that. Oliver Greene is back as mayor, and this episode is all about finally giving our city the waterfront it absolutely deserves. We are not just building a shoreline, we are crafting the waterfront of our dreams. We're going to build a place filled with custom parks, charming old town shops, and create the most detailed and vibrant coastal district this city has ever seen. Now, if you've been following along, you know we've tackled the logistical nightmares of highway ramps and the complexity of tourism districts. This time, we're facing a new challenge, blending that high-density urban life with serene green public space. It's ambitious and it's probably going to be quite expensive, especially if we want to make it absolutely gorgeous. But real quick, a public service announcement. Way back when we began this series, I chose to go with unlimited money. I did this because game patches and tweaks tend to massively disrupt the precarious budget systems we get set up. This especially happened in Pine Harbor County, to the point that I didn't really want to have to worry about the game breaking just because Icy Flake or Colossal Order put out a new patch. Therefore, you are now actually going to see that we have installed a mod that tells us just how much money we're making per month. Honestly, right now we're making a crap ton. But I wanted to be able to hold us accountable to that budget while still having the leniency of unlimited money so that the game didn't break and we could continue to build at our leisure. So yeah, I wanted to mainly point this out. It's a phenomenal mod, and it really helps kind of balance a segue or a transition between being fully unlimited money and not. So yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments. Meanwhile, let's talk about our grand plan. Rushing in without a clear vision is just a recipe for disaster, and honestly, we've learned that lesson the hard way too many times. Our grand vision for this eastern shore is going to be a 3, maybe 4-phase operation. First, the foundation. We'll start by laying down a probably main coastal promenade that will serve as the spine of the entire district. This won't just be a road, it's going to be a grand boulevard that gracefully separates the beach from our new urban development. And that's going to involve some pretty significant terraforming to create a good coastline that's smooth, beautiful, and actually functional. Second, the heart. Once the promenade is in place, we'll anchor the whole thing with a massive custom-built pier park. And no, this is not just going to be a simple prefab park plopped down from the menu. We're going to create a bespoken space from scratch, using a combination of assets to build something truly unique for our citizens, especially the ones that just came out with that new content creator pack from Bad Peanut. This is going to be the green lung of the waterfront. And third, the soul. With our park as the centerpiece, we'll then zone and meticulously detail our charming Old Town commercial district. We're aiming for a cozy, historic feel, a place where citizens and tourists can just wander, shop, and soak in the atmosphere. This is where that North American Old Town pack is really going to become our best friend. So now it's time to lay down that circulatory system of our new district, the road network. This is where the plan really starts to take shape. We'll begin with the star of the show, our main Shoreline road. For this, I'm going to actually use a 2-lane road, which you can see has already been placed. However, I want to test out a new technique that I think is going to be absolutely essential for creating a pedestrian-friendly space. And I guess for now, I'm going to just call this the extended sidewalk trick. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments on what we should maybe call this, unless it's already been called something. Near our crosswalks and intersections, I'm going to place in a small alley to make a node. After that, we'll widen the sidewalk area closest to where I want people to be able to cross the road, creating a little bit of extra area for the pedestrians who want to cross the street. It immediately will create this massive welcoming space for our citizens to walk around, hang out, and honestly, it just feels less like the side of a road and a little bit more like a small public area. This is a game changer for realism. Additionally, this leaves some parallel parking opportunity for cars and creates a bit of an inlay for them to park in. Okay, so I came down this street a little bit and redid it kind of further down where we didn't have some development already. Mainly just because I wanted to see what it looks like without the development around it. And for the most part, it worked exactly as I was imagining. So what we ended up doing, let's grab this real quick just so we can kind of see some zoning. I pulled out an alley here and here just to create a node where the two sidewalks are. And then I just used our wide sidewalks to widen the area and essentially narrow the street. Now, the sidewalk itself does clip a little bit, which is unfortunate, though it looks like it clips less if I leave one down here. That gives me an idea. So what if no, so that will be on the side, so that extends the side. Yet that, do you kind of see what's happening here, where if we leave the roundabout without a sidewalk, which would honestly be essential for traffic management, we don't have that clipping or does it? Oh, never mind. I guess it still does when we put it in. Well, that makes me feel better because now I'm not conflicted. Hopefully that made sense, at least by seeing it. But that was the experiment right there. So the idea is that when you zoom in kind of on like a pedestrian view, you have this little part of the sidewalk jutting out. Now, this kind of, I guess, plays into development a little bit because now cars can actually see people on the sidewalk. So when people go to cross, there's less chance of accidentally hitting a pedestrian. This is something I really wish was in my area a lot more. There are so many sidewalks where a driver is just blind to anyone who might be trying to cross the street, and it's nerve-wracking, to say the least. So down here is where you just saw us doing it originally. And same thing. Now I'm leaving the roads here for future things, but it's the same concept that when you come in, like as a driver at least, you can see the people queuing up to kind of cross the street here. When we come to the other side, you get this visual of cars parked along the side, which I guess would technically ruin the visibility. Except there's no car here, which is very nice, so that brings some visibility back. But same thing, people can just cross. I don't know, I like it. I don't know if this is a trick that somebody has already done or not. I saw it honestly as a Pinterest post and went, ooh, I wonder if I can recreate that. And for the most part, we did. So rambling aside, let me know your thoughts on this down in the comments. So coming back to the actual Shoreline Promenade, we'll continue the bike path we started last episode. I'm laying down a green paved bike path that runs the entire length of the shoreline, nestling it right up next to the quay. By giving cyclists their own protected space, we're going to encourage some green transportation and make it safer for everyone. This will eventually link back up with our citywide network. Next, we need to lay out the area for our commercial blocks. I say blocks, but I'm using that term pretty loosely, honestly. A perfectly straight grid would be totally out of place for our old town concept. Instead, I'm branching off the main avenue with some smaller alleyways and trying my best to think of old coastal towns. I do want to keep to the grid, in a sense that I want to keep things very square and not curvy, but I am going to try my best to kind of break everything up a little bit. The sheer amount of times I have forgotten to hit the record button honestly shaves a few years off my life, but this is what ended up happening for the commercial spot. We did a lot of rinsing and repeating of the same asset and then used the new color tools to kind of blend it all together. The biggest piece is when we come down here, those sidewalks. So as you can see, the pieces where the crosswalks kind of unfortunately glitch and paint over the sidewalk, it creates that, what's the words I want to use? Protrusion? That way you can still have some parallel parking along the side of the road as decoration, but the protrusion allows better visibility for pedestrians to kind of cross. But yeah, this is how this area came out. We did put some frontage alleyways. That way we could get some good shops along the waterfront as well, and honestly, I really like how that came out. I think actually we're gonna take this fence though. I kind of want to put the fence up here, but then my squirrel brain just thought of a million reasons why we shouldn't, so we'll leave it as is. But yeah, sorry that I forgot to record this, everyone, but let me know what you think. Did it come out pretty good in your opinion, or do you think that it's wanting something else? Finally, let's talk connectivity. I'm planning for transit from day one. We're going to upgrade some of our new 2-lane roads to include those tram tracks, and the trams are going to be perfect for this kind of district. They have good capacity and they add so much character. The tracks can curve beautifully throughout the layout, and I can already picture the charming trams gliding past the shops. So I'm going to let the simulation run for a bit to see how things are moving. It's always better to catch the bottlenecks now, that way we can provide a few tweaks here and there and have a beautiful network ready for the next phase. Now, every great district does need a great public space, and for our shoreline, that anchor will be the Central Park Pier area. This is where we slow down from the big road tools and get into some of the fine art of, placemaking. So let's talk about the theme a little bit. To tie this all into the coast, I'm doing something not really necessarily unconventional, but something I haven't quite done yet, or at least an asset we haven't used yet. At the park's edge where the land meets the pier, I'm actually going to place one of the classic lighthouses that came out with the Shoreline DLC, the Bridges and Parks DLC, there we go. It's a vanilla asset, but when you kind of combine it with some more modern park props, it creates this wonderful, rather relaxing vibe. It's a nod to a fictional maritime history while also being firmly in the present. So I think it's going to help become an instant landmark. The greenery is what brings us all to life. I'm using a mix of tree species, clustering them in some areas to create little groves and spacing them out elsewhere to open views. This ensures the park is inviting, and to make it even better after dark, I'm going to place some beautiful decorative lights. These aren't just for show, they'll cast a beautiful glow on the park at night, making it usable 24/7. And there you have it. Just look at this. The decision to create the extra wide pedestrian spaces has really paid off, and honestly 1,000 times over. It's a true public space. And as you kind of take a look at everything, we can see people enjoying the open green spaces under the glow of the lights we have placed. People are just enjoying the view of the water with our iconic lighthouse standing guard. This is the community heart we envision. And the shops? The NA Old Town Pack delivered perfectly. The district feels so authentic with its charming architecture and walkable streets. Our traffic management has been a success too. The flow is smooth, a testament to some pretty good planning, honestly. We successfully blended growth with green space, creating a beautiful area that is also functional and profitable. It's transformations like this that make the game so incredibly rewarding. We took a blank canvas and painted a masterpiece. And honestly, I absolutely love how this all came together. If you enjoyed this massive transformation, do me a huge favor and take a second to hit that like button below. It really does help the channel out. And if you want to see where our city goes from here, make sure you hit that subscribe button with notifications on so you know when each episode airs. Also, a special thank you to all our channel members who help support this channel. Thank you so much, everyone, and until next time, I hope everyone has a phenomenal week.